Good afternoon, this is Mike Oren with the MDF2 Week 2 1506 project, doing the collection views. This week, I think it might have been just a lot of overlooking things on my end. I did have a little bit of trouble with the image URL, converting that from the string to the image view. Then I realized it was basically the same thing I did last week, so I guess I was just overanalyzing it. But yeah, other than that, this week seemed a lot like last week with the table view. Just a few slight differences in the code, but roughly the same, I'd want to say. Instead of the table view, I have my collection view, data source, and delegate that were linked up through just through the connection board. Pulled the account type from the account storage, and the request for the account type, very similar to last week. The only difference here would be the API string I used. The API string given to us in the project, I guess, pointed to just filler code, because it returned a whole bunch of users that I don't have on my Twitter. I don't know if that was like a gotcha moment, if that was for us to figure out, but yeah, when I returned that, there was a whole bunch of people I didn't follow. So I shortened the API, and it pulled up my friends. So don't know what the deal with that was. And then I'm only pulling 2 pieces of information out of my JSON data. All I wanted was the username and the user profile image. Again, the profile image seemed to be really low res. I didn't know if those were maybe just the thumbnails from the actual Twitter user, but either way, when you make them bigger, they look like garbage. Basically, they're real low resolution. I couldn't find out how to pull out any better pictures. I didn't see an option for that. Anything I tried to pull out, it unwrapped as a nil, and it would crash the code. So maybe I just overlooked something, but I didn't see any higher res photos. And then the 2 functions for the collection view were basically the same. Number of items in section just returned from my array count. And then the self item and index path does require a DQ reusable cell with reuse identifier protocol. But besides that, pretty much the same. I got a little extra code logic in there. And then I just set up my custom cell and my detail view controller, and connected those with my custom class. So, running the code, this application seems to take a bit longer to build than, or maybe not build, but to launch. The application will pull up, and then it just takes a long time to populate. I don't know if that's normal from this API, but it just seems to take a little bit longer than the table view ever did, even with the refresh function in it. Anyway, so here are my Twitter followers, a lot of them NXT wrestlers from Full Sail. Clicking on that will pull up the name of the user and the avatar. Like I said, real low resolution, and then a back button, and then they all pull up. Just like that. So that is my week 2 project in a nutshell. I did do a little bit better this week with constraints, making it look better on all sorts of devices. But anyway, that's about it. Mike Warren signing out.